Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This is a November review for the Moxie cup. I wore this overnight on Friday the 6th of November 2020. I also wore a 10-inch Proposed Pink by Hannah Pads for backup. Now, this is the case, so it's medical grade silicone on the top and like this kind of recycled plastic on the bottom. And then you open it up and this is the cup. This is the size 2 model of the cup, and it has a little ball, there we go, with these rings on the bottom. Hopefully that is easy for you all to see. So it has, there we go. So this is what the cup looks like. This is what the case, the bottom of the case, which is recycled plastic, has these air holes in it. This cup or this external was promoted as the type of one that you would want to have in your bag, although it's kind of a big size to have in your bag, but it depends on the size of your bag, I guess. So it was actually quite easy to insert. I did wear it as an overnight cup, but this was the first night, so I'm generally not that heavy on the first night. It's generally day two overnight and day 3 that I'm quite heavy, but this was the first night, so it was fine. And this has like this toggle base, which I generally do actually like, which is the base I was showing you before. And I really like the one on the Hello Cup, but the Hello Cup is actually made from it's made from that thermoplastic polymer, and so, but this is because it's made from medical grade silicone. It actually kind of came across as pretty flimsy and pretty movable, whereas the Hello Cup one is like pretty solid, and you like it has a really good grasp on getting the toggle on the Hello Cup. But this one, you didn't get that sense that it was it was just that little bit flimsy feeling. The cup went in perfectly fine. It popped out perfectly fine. I didn't feel it overnight and slept with it perfectly fine in. However, when I got up, it shifted and I felt it spill. So it was actually quite lucky that I was wearing the backup Hannah pad. If you've had a cup spill, you know it actually can be quite bad, not necessarily because of the cup, but because obviously it's collected all the blood, and if it's spilling out, then you get kind of a significant amount of blood coming out, rather than, you know, if you had just trickled it down. So yeah. Other than that, again, popped out perfectly fine. The removal was a bit of a wriggle down because I have quite a high cervix, so the cup kind of goes right up. Outside of that, the grip was fine. Yeah, so this is the first update on this. This silicone cover is boilable and can be sterilized, but this plastic bottom bit cannot be. So I'm really not sure how that particularly works. Being that you can sterilize these two things in boiling water, but not this. So if you can sterilize these two things, why wouldn't you be able to sterilize this? That kind of seems a little bit off the cuff. However, I do actually like the fact that they went for a completely different case design than most other cup companies. Other than that, I'll see you for the December updates. I do have 2 December cycles, so you may actually get this review in January, depending on how I use it. So, see you in the December update. Hello everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation and part 2 of the Moxie review. I wore this cup on Wednesday the 2nd of December, the day after my cycle was due, but before I started bleeding. I was at the beach and was swimming, and while I didn't actually get my period, I had a significant amount of discharge happening. Why isn't this focusing? It would be far more useful if you focused. No, you just don't want to. Just gonna focus on that. So I wore this while swimming so that I didn't unexpectedly, you know, bleed onto my bathers or something. I did have a significant amount of discharge from the day, probably up to about here, so just under half, between like a third and a half. But the advantage of having a menstrual cup and just putting a menstrual cup in for just in case is that you're not sucking out all the moisture from your vagina and wrecking the natural biome. So yay for menstrual cups, really. It was a cup to wear, didn't notice it was there. It was actually easy to put in, easy to remove. It was just a very simple, easy way to wear the cup for the day, and I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't know it was like, because I was over a day late, I didn't even think about it after I put the cup in, and I got to enjoy a nice swim in the ocean. And I took a 3-hour train ride to get back to where I'm staying. Yep, great cup, easy to use. This case is an interesting design, so I kind of like that the air holes in the bottom, for those of you who don't know. It's a greatly designed cup. It's a very basic cup, but it was just easy to use, easy to pull out, and this case is actually quite cute. So that's update number 2. I'll see you in the third update. Hello everybody, and this is going to be the third and final update for the Moxie cup. And I've had this, I think, since October, November. Look, this is a great little cup. It is relatively soft but pops out really well. I wore it in my second December period when it was after I'd finished, and I had a little bit of spotting, and we went swimming. These two can be sterilized in boiling water. There is now a hole in this. I think I stabbed it with some scissors accidentally when I was traveling. Outside of that, look, this is a very simple and basic cup. It is very traditionally designed. It does have really nice edges on the bottom. I would think that this would be a very, very good first cup, actually, because it is actually nicely designed and easy to use. So definitely give it a go. It's a great little cup, and it's easily accessible particularly in Australia, if you go to Chemist Warehouse, which is where I got this from. They're quite frequently on sale for $35 to $40. I have posted about them on my Instagram to actually get this cup, and when they're on sale and on special. So it is actually a very, very good cup to and easily accessible, at least if you have and it's an easily accessible cup. I did enjoy using this cup, but again, I think it's a great first use cup, and you should definitely try it out if you haven't used cups before, just because some cups can be a bit more difficult or a bit more easy to use. It's an easy insert, easy withdrawal, and I have used it for the day that my period is due and for discharge at the end of my period, and at both times it was easy to put in and easy to take out. For those of you who don't know, I have a high cervix, and sometimes medium or even large cups can be harder to remove because they tend to kind of go up a bit higher, which this cup does. It does go up a bit higher for me, but you know, it doesn't need to. But it does because I have a high cervix. However, I did actually enjoy this and did actually like this cup, and would definitely recommend it. Links will be down below for you guys to have a look. It's a great reusable option for you, and would definitely recommend it. So outside of that, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this updated review, and enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.